Do you ever feel like a plastic bag drifting through the wind, wanting to start again? Do you ever feel so paper thin, like a house of cards?
Welcome back, Junkies on 106.7 The Fan. I'm John Paul Flam, joined by Jason Bishop.
Hello.
Johnny Cake Sawville.
Katy Perry just smashed it last night.
And
So
Eric
hot.
Bickle.
She's so hot.
Missy Elliott,
That's
not
your
a fan.
opinion. BB and I
That's my opinion.
I know you
believe
loved her.
Missy Elliott was better than Katy Perry.
Yeah, you loved her. That's
I
fine.
think she saved it, to be honest with you.
But I just, I generally like that style of music better than
Katy Perry
Perry's
songs-
pop bubblegum
Oh,
crap.
I would disagree.
No, I like Katy Perry
Her songs are so catchy.
I like Katy Perry songs. I didn't think she sang like out of her mind last night.
I thought it sounded great.
There was a lot of backing vocals.
Well, they do that for every Super Bowl show.
Yeah, it's not just her.
of course.
Somebody
now.
We've been talking about what everybody's talking about in this country, and thank God it's moved off Deflategate for a while, although that'll come back in the next week.
Yeah, but it's not going to matter.
Oh, of course it doesn't matter. But everybody's talking about the decision to throw the ball, which ultimately cost the Seahawks the Super Bowl. If you want to chime in, 800-636-1067, you can call us on the Deed Carpet Cleaning Lister line. And somebody just tweeted me and said Marshawn Lynch ran the ball 24 times yesterday. He only twice was he stopped for no gain.
Yeah,
So those are your odds.
4.3
I know that ESPN has pointed out that they had
103 pass plays.
No, that they had 5 situations, 5 first and goals or from the 1 yard line this year, goal line situations from the 1. And Marshawn actually
1 for
only converted 1 out of 5 times.
It only takes one, though.
But he would have had at least 2 cracks at it.
Yep.
And maybe if you back him up to the 2, he's better off there.
Eventually, they would have scored if they kept giving it to him. If they gave it to him twice, they couldn't have given it to him 3 times, but twice he would have scored on one of the 2.
And man, you could see. I just saw a clip of Bruce Irvin, one of the defensive players on the Seahawks, just despondent, just doesn't understand it.
Yeah, he openly criticized it. What are you going to do? I'm not 100% convinced that Marshawn would have scored, and I'm not 100% against the pass play. I'm just 100% against that play, and certainly the execution of it.
When they have that at the 6 yard line after the incredible catch, what would your odds been that the Seahawks were going to win the Super Bowl?
I thought they were going to 95
Yeah,
plus
I'd say
percent.
80% or more.
I would have put it at 99% at that point. But then when they get to the 1,
1,000%.
yeah,
that
I'm
they
at
win it.
99.9%.
It's amazing the
I
run.
thought they were going to score. Yes,
It's amazing the run that Malcolm Butler's going to get in the next couple weeks. He'll probably go on Letterman.
His
I hope he
life's
does.
changed
I don't
forever.
feel like enough people are talking about him. I feel like too much, and it's rightfully so. It's the history, the legacy. I feel like so much is being made of Brady and Belichick. I don't think enough people are hyping up Malcolm Butler, to be honest with you. I think
he's
would
going to
have
get a
given
lot
him
of run.
MVP.
I think he's going to get a lot of run.
I think it was the play of the century. I think it's the biggest play
because he seems
at the
like,
most critical moment of a game.
He
Bigger
seems like
than
a
Ray
nice
Allen's
kid.
3-pointer, Game 6.
Well, there's equal huge
Yes,
moments.
because it's the Super Bowl. It's way bigger.
I think
NFL
just because
more
NFL
stunning.
is great.
More stunning. You expect Ray Allen to hit a 3. You don't expect an undrafted free agent
End
from
of that
West
game
Alabama.
was absolutely stunning.
Ray Allen's made a career of hitting big
the
threes.
Spurs were about to win a championship.
That was his first career interception. The game on the line, goal line
Okay,
stand.
that's fine. You think it's the biggest one. It's fine.
I know.
I'm just saying that
Just getting carried away.
Malcolm Butler, I think, is going to get a little national run
I
here.
hope so.
He
I
will.
hope he doesn't become like a Timmy Smith like footnote though. And that's
Seems
it.
like a nice kid.
Seems like a great kid.
Yeah.
Very humble. Didn't even know what to say. Kind of tried to avoid Michelle Tafoya.
Yeah,
I
he
think.
didn't want no
He's
part of
definitely
her.
running away from her.
Yeah. I think he's. I
I
love
don't know
him.
if
I'm
this
his
is
biggest
live or
fan.
not. It looks like he's getting interviewed right now,
I'm his biggest fan.
and he's going to Disney World.
Yeah. He and Edelman apparently
He'll get some love.
both going to Disney World.
Somebody also tweeted me a nickname for Edelman. I liked it.
Scuttlebutts.
Minitron.
Instead of Megatron.
He's Minitron.
I don't think anybody could cover him. He's too quick.
He is super quick.
I just don't think anybody can
He's
cover
fun
him.
to watch.
Uncoverable. All right, let's go to. That doesn't mean you can always hit him like over the top or certain things, but like in and out of breaks, it's impossible anybody better out of a break than him. I just don't. It's impossible.
He's doing what Wes Welker did for many, many years for the Patriots and Seahawks.
By the way,
I mean,
this is
Seahawks,
this is kind of
Broncos.
lost in the grander scope of the game. The Jeremy Lane broken arm was really gross.
I don't
Yeah.
want
Did you
to see
see the
that.
Vine?
I don't want to see
Yeah,
that.
it's terrible.
I can't watch that.
All right, let's bang out these calls. 800-636-1067. I have to say this, that normally I think D.C. is a terrible sports town. I really do. And I've lived here. I'm a lifelong Washingtonian. I think we're basically awful. People have responded to this football game. If it's not the Redskins or like
Deflategate?
some sort of championship on the line, our fans typically don't care. People across the country riveted by this football game. Let's go to JD Kensington. What's up? K-Town. JD, what's up, buddy? Hey.
Hey, I just two things that I took from the game is, when they made that reception at the end of the game, you see the Patriots D-back jumping over top of the guy.
Yep.
Back in the day, the guy would have slammed into him, but with the new rules they got to be so cautious about touching a defenseless receiver that play would have never happened. And also, how does the NFL feel about that fight at the end? They're touting how,
I think it's a footnote.
It's over now.
Yeah,
I think
it's
it's
minor.
a footnote. I mean, it was ugly. It was gross.
And as far as the interception, he's got the same right to the ball as the receiver does. He broke on the ball at the same time. He may have hit him right when the ball was coming, but there was no chance they're going to throw a flag on that play.
No way.
On the Butler interception.
if
He
I
had a
was,
great play on the ball.
I'll be honest with you. If I was on the Seahawks and I played defense at that point, I'd probably start a fight too because I would have been so frustrated.
Right. You'd been
Just
salty.
frustration. Yeah, I'm not mature enough to
No,
handle
I
that.
think he was talking about the Kearse reception down
Yes.
the sideline because I think it was Harmon.
Oh, he's talking about that play.
He
Okay.
jumps over Kearse instead of diving on him.
Right.
And he could have knocked that ball out.
Right.
Well, the guy was catching on his back.
That was a great catch.
It's not like he'd be diving
That was
down.
like the Antonio Freeman catch years ago on Monday Night Football. Remember that one?
Just like that.
Let's go to Wally in Stafford. Hey, Wally.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
What's up?
What's up, buddy?
Not much. Thanks for taking my call. Basically, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I just want to throw this out there. That play made by Butler was so unusual. I just want you guys to, think about the potential that he knew the play before the call.
Well, he said he recognized it from the formation.
He probably did.
He said he recognized the formation, knew they were going to run a pick play, and he had to jump it.
That's why they study.
So
That's
I
why
don't
they
think that's a
watch film.
conspiracy. I mean, it's not like the Seahawks coaches told him to play.
Yeah, it's not like it got called in from the sideline.
He recognized it.
It's
yeah.
good coaching. And
Yep.
if Seattle had run like the Edelman play where they break inside and then break out, then he was cooked. He gambled.
Yep.
But it's
And
not a
guessed
conspiracy.
because of his preparation.
It's just a
And he
coach
got it.
coaching up his player, and he recognized the formation, and he took a chance.
And he executed.
Yep.
He completed the play. He made the catch. He sealed the deal.
That could have easily been knocked out,
Yep.
hit the ground, deflected.
Play of the century. Let's go to Tom in Rockville. Tom, what's up?
Hey guys, thanks for taking my call. Are you guys going to have a cigarette? All this love talk about the Patriots.
Well,
Yeah.
nobody
Studies
loves
have
the
been
Patriots.
done.
Nobody loves the Patriots. Just
They-
is what
they
it is.
deserve
You
respect.
guys are calling Brady the greatest quarterback ever.
No, not you guys. I told you I'm not willing to
He's
do that.
not one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time.
Here's what I have to say. Okay, I think Brady is a great player, but here's the thing. Studies have been done that mathematically this team can't win this many games. They cheat. It's
Oh.
just,
Oh,
it's
so-
just a
come on.
fact.
Come on.
I'm
What are they,
over
what
that.
are, how are they
I'm over
cheating?
that.
How are they cheating? I mean,
I'm over
come on.
that.
Spygate
was
cheating.
years ago. It was years ago.
The football thing. By the way, now just bring this up quickly.
It's stupid.
Thank God nobody's talking about it today. I think it is interesting to note though that the latest report, and this just shows you how reporting is all over the place, and maybe this is just the NFL trying to save face, but I think it was Ian Rappaport that said, and it was lost in the shuffle last night, that 11 of the 12 balls were just a tick underinflated, just a tick. Initially, it was all 2 pounds but one. Now it's all but one were just a tick.
He was 37 for 50 with regular balls.
Yeah, with
yesterday.
balls that weren't touched
You know,
by
everybody
anybody in the
thinks-
locker room.
You think the
That's a-
Butler interceptions play of the century?
Yeah.
That was the biggest non-story of the century.
I agree with you.
Maybe
But I
the
maintained
millennium.
that all
Oh,
along.
yeah. Well, so did I. I was with you.
It's a
Maintained it all along.
74%
You-
completion percentage.
Now, again, the conditions were fine.
Yeah.
All right, so it wasn't raining, it wasn't cold, and that's why they were claiming that the deflated balls were better. But again, he was 37 for 50 with 12 and a half or 13
If
and a half
anybody
PSI.
thought the Patriots won any games because of that, they're just stupid.
They are stupid.
All right, let's go to John in Gaithersburg. John.
Hey, good morning, guys.
And for the record, I hate the Patriots. I particularly hate Bill Belichick.
By the way, they've lost plenty of games in those conditions.
I'm right
Sure.
there with you, EB.
I hate them.
Belichick is so smug that after the
Oh
game,
my God, I hate him.
instead of being like gracious, being like, thankful that you won a Super Bowl. And I'm not saying he's not thankful when winning a Super Bowl. I wish we could play the. It was very quick. Did you see him on the podium?
No, I did not.
It was
I mean, I think
essentially
I-
the question. I'm paraphrasing. Essentially, the question is: after 10 years, aren't you like ecstatic? Like, did you ever think you were going to win another Super Bowl? And he's like, Yeah, I expected it.
Well, that's just.
Well, that's of course he's going to do
But you know
that.
what?
It's just like,
You got to get past that personality because
Oh, no,
that's the way he is. But
look,
you have to appreciate and respect what he's done.
I absolutely respect what he does. And I absolutely think he's the best coach in the game. And you saw it the last several weeks. They are one step ahead of the rest of the league.
As much as people
And they
hate
did it the one game against the Ravens with the eligible receivers.
Mm-hmm.
And Harbaugh kind of griped about it after the game. We didn't know. Well, they were smart enough to do that. They do it with, an eligible lineman that catches a touchdown pass.
People are jealous of the success.
They do it in different manners. They do it in a game with 50 passes, but they'll do it in games with 50 runs.
I agree.
He's a
can do it with a
brilliant
great defense.
tactician. Pete Carroll's a brilliant cheerleader.
Well, I don't know about
I think
that.
there's more to Pete
I think
Carroll
he's a
than
better
that.
coach than.
I agree,
mean,
but-
you're giving him no
So
credit.
disrespectful.
You're giving him no credit.
He's a great cheerleader.
Okay.
But he's definitely a different style of coach. That's for sure.
Yeah. I would be, by the way, more of a Pete Carroll type.
You have to say, well, who would you rather play for?
Pete Carroll.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that's how I
I'd
coach.
rather
I know
play.
how I coach.
I would actually rather play for Bill Belichick.
Because you're going to win more?
I'm going to win more.
Right.
yeah.
Get
You
more
know?
hardware.
And I don't
Yeah, but-
mind like the coach that pushes me versus the pat on the back. I don't need that pat on the back. I want to win games.
No, it's got to be a mix. It's got to be a proper mix. Let's go to Paul, Gaithersburg. Paul, what's up?
How you doing, John?
Doing
Paul.
great.
What's up, Paul?
One comment. I wanted to know what your guys' thoughts were about when Richard Sherman was pointing out to the camera about.
I mean, he's just doing
Darrell
shtick.
Yeah.
I mean, who cares? He,
Well, it came back to bite him in the ass.
I'm
didn't
so,
it?
I'm so immune to his antics.
I mean,
man.
yeah, he's just doing shtick.
I didn't like it.
Well, I didn't care either way.
He said, "How do you feel about it?" I didn't like it.
I expect him to do
I
that.
thought he was an ass.
I think that Richard Sherman is doing a bit.
I did enjoy it when he had the same expression on his face the drab T-shirt had when Russell Wilson threw the pick.
Yeah.
I did enjoy that for a second. Don't think I didn't.
I find Richard Sherman less offensive than Bill Belichick. The smugness and arrogance of Belichick
Oh, I
greater
don't.
than
Wait,
Sherman.
this is where we disagree with
See, I
Katy
think
Perry
Sherman
and
is
Missy
doing
Elliott.
a wrestling bit almost.
a little bit. He's a smart guy. I mean, if you've read, he writes columns on mmqb.com.
I think he knows exactly what he's doing.
Went to Stanford.
He's playing up to the cameras.
He's made a lot of money for himself being this character.
Yep, I agree. Let's go to.
All right, well, Bill Belichick can't help that he's got no personality.
Yeah, he's a gruff guy.
but see,
that's,
I've
just
heard-
the way, that's just the way
but
he
I've heard
is.
otherwise. I've heard that in other settings he's got the personality and he's great. He's charming.
Okay, well, maybe-
That's Pete.
Maybe he doesn't want to give that to the media.
He doesn't for sure. Belichick also doing a bit. But I find
Okay,
his
but
bit
you're not
more
killing
annoying.
Marshawn Lynch. He doesn't want to give anything to the media.
Yeah, I don't really care about Marshawn,
Marshawn Lynch could be a great dude in his own little inner
Yeah,
circle.
I'm telling you, I
pretty
have
sure
no-
he's not.
I'm just saying, if you're in his circle, if you're
Yeah,
one of
I'm
his
sure.
boys, you
We've
probably
heard
love
that
him.
about Dan
Well, I
Snyder
mean,
too.
you can
Like,
say the same thing about Hitler. I mean, everybody and their boys.
Yeah.
Their boys
All right.
always support him.
I'm not going to go as far as to say Lynch and Belichick are Hitler, but I'm just saying, it doesn't
I'm just
matter
saying
what his
everybody has
personality is.
boys that like him.
It doesn't matter what his personality is. You're never going to hang out with him,
Never.
right?
I-
Just kind of
and
respect
I
what they
totally
do.
agree with you.
I do respect him.
I've said
Don't
this
like
for
him.
years. Whenever we analyze and break down press conferences, I always say the press conference game, it's totally overrated. Some coaches win, like Pete Carroll, who are more rah-rah guys and cheerleader types. Some guys win who are hard-nosed, like Tom Coughlin. Some guys win like Bill Belichick with no personalities. Others win with personality. Doesn't matter. He's a brilliant coach.
It's all about the results.
And he's got a great quarterback.
It's weird. I just think we overact sometimes. They're a half yard away from everybody talking about the Seahawks. So it's just
Totally.
weird.
But that wouldn't take away from Belichick being a great coach.
he is a great coach.
But that's
And
the beauty
Brady's
of
great.
that's the beauty of sports.
Right, I know, but we get a little crazy with our overpraising. I mean, he's great.
No,
He's
you're
a
right.
first ballot
I keep
Hall of
flipping
Famer,
it to a
but-
different sport, but imagine what the conversation would have been if Ray Allen didn't hit that. Then all of a sudden, LeBron's only won one championship and lost 4.
Right.
He'd be 1-4 in the NBA Finals if Ray Allen didn't hit that shot.
Yeah.
And that's how the
Chippy
conversation
really has an
would've
issue with
changed.
Ray Allen hitting that shot.
It really bothered him.
He really can't get away
it
from
really
it.
bothered him. I still think Malcolm Butler played the century. Sorry, I'm going to my grave with
All
that
right,
one. So far.
800-636-1067.
And then don't forget, at 9:40 we have Brady Quinn.
Yeah, so we got another segment of calls
your
about the
chance.
game. It's your chance. And then we got Brady Quinn. Stay with us.